Okay, right. I am fairly confident that we are live. I hope we're live. Yeah, session 19 of the Priestess and the Silver Cave. So, yeah, I am going to start the session by, I should have done this more often and more regularly, handing out some fortune because, A, you guys are going to need it, and B, I haven't done it in a while and I should have done. Yeah, see, I shouldn't really give one to Aladai, but I will. You got to spend it. You need to spend it.
I thought it was only if you rolled online that you got it.
Oh. Okay, so yeah, as the session starts, you guys have crept into the room with the well, past 4 seated guardian figures, and have crept down the stairs. Genghis has got his back pressed up against the wall, with an arrow nocked pointing at one of the dead bodies in the thrones in the corner. Actian creeps forward with Cager right behind, and she manages to slam into Actian's shield or armor with tact, and as the sound reverberates around the room, the 2 figures on the far side of the room stand up from their eon-long rest, and level spears towards you. I am going to say, as Genghis has already been aiming a knocked arrow directly at one of them.
Yep.
If you want to...
well, I already rolled the observation on the tail end of last week, and I got 3 successes on observation.
Okay.
Which is a difficulty 1.
Okay. So, do you want to remind me how exploit works? Because I've looked at reach, I've looked at guard, I've made sure I got all of that, and then I suddenly went, I've forgotten to look up exploit, and I've forgotten how it works. So,
okay, exploit. I'm going to
prepare to be exploited.
But I believe it bypasses 2 points of armor, and there's something else it does as well. So forgive me, I should have had it ready.
Exploit. It should be about page.
It's exploit that works as unforgiving as well.
Okay, exploit. Exploit. So it's here somewhere.
Okay, character takes additional time. Nominates. If this succeeds, the character's first attack before the end of the next turn gains the piercing 2 quality.
Yeah, which is the same as bypassing 2 points of armor.
Yeah, if desired, the character may spend 1 momentum from this test to add 1 d20 to the attack's skill test, and +1 to the attack's damage. It is repeatable, but you can have a maximum of 3 of them. So you rolled 3. Did you roll 3 successes?
I rolled 3 successes, correct.
And you only needed 1. So you've got
correct.
2 points of momentum from that. If you use both of those, you roll 4 dice and you do 2 extra dice, or 2 extra combat dice of damage straight out the gate.
Okay, and with a piercing 2 quality, I think I'm going to do that, guys. I already had 2 in the pool anyway, so I'm going to assume that one of them goes through a tick down.
Yeah, it should do.
So I'm going to throw 1. There we go. Okay, so I am going to use the 2, if I may. So that's 4d20 on the attack roll. Oh, sweet mother of Mary.
4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
It's
It is
5.
4 successes.
4.
Okay. So you got 3 momentum from that for the moment.
Okay.
Roll your damage straight off the bat, and remember you got 2 extra combat dice.
So 5, 7 combat die. Oh, that is appalling. Yuck.
You can
get any
re-roll
rerolls?
all of them for 1 point of momentum, can't you?
I think I get to re-roll some anyway first. Let me have a look at that.
Okay. What I was thinking was if you're going to re-roll all of them,
Yep.
then re-roll all of them, and then you still get to re-roll afterwards. If you re-roll using the talent
So
now,
yeah, so I get to re-roll 2 damage dice. So what I'm going to do is, so I've got 1 anyway. I've earned 3, so that puts me up to 4. I'm going to spend 1 to re-roll 4 of them.
okay.
So that takes me down to currently 3 momentum.
Yeah.
That's better. So that's 7 damage. I can re-roll 2 anyway, so I'm going to re-roll 1 of them. That'll do.
8
So
damage and
8
1 damage.
damage,
Okay.
which has piercing 2.
Okay. Have you got the hit location dice?
Left leg.
Left leg. Does it ever do anything but left bloody leg?
Yeah.
I have seen that thing come up with
Right
leg
leg.
more often than I dare to think, but there we
There
go.
you go.
Eventually it does come up with something else, but we'll go with left leg.
We will.
Okay, so left leg. How much armor has this thing got on its leg? I think it's wearing full armor, and
I think we've been having
six,
4 soak at the moment, isn't it?
yeah, yeah. It's got right. I am going to say because I haven't done this bit. Right, it's got 3 armor on every location except the torso, which has got 4. Yeah, so actually a leg is not a bad shot. So you've done 8, 2 piercing, so that's 7 damage straight through to it, which is enough to cause 1 wound.
Fantastic.
If you wanted to, where are we? 7.
I've got 3. So I could essentially do a second wound, which isn't enough to kill it with these, is it? Or is it?
It won't be enough
They're
to kill
3,
this.
aren't they?
But
Okay.
every wound that it takes makes it more difficult for it to
Attack.
attack.
And defend. And defend, probably.
Yeah, and defend.
Okay.
But you'd have to
Perhaps I
burn
can
all
kill
3 of your momentum in order to get that second wound.
Save the momentum.
I think I'll save that for the benefit of the other guys. To be honest, it's still taken 7 points of damage, which is, for a bow, a very good hit.
7 points of damage and gets a wound. Okay. Right. What I am going to do is each of these things gets 1 point of doom, which I have to use on it. What I will just point out is those of you, and that's 5, and that's 6.
Oh, don't tell me them things in the back room were coming alive as well.
Who was stood at the back?
That was
on the
Aladai
stairs?
and Baldur.
Yeah, so Aladai and Baldur, you can hear in the room directly to the north of you the same sounds of movement.
But are they in front of you, Doug, or behind you? Are they clipped further on the wall in this room, or are they on the stairs?
Okay.
I think they stayed on the stairs,
Right.
didn't they?
Yeah, Doug is here.
Yep.
Aladai and Baldur are there. Actian and Kaja are there. And Baldur and Aladai can hear the sound of movement coming from that room there. While this one has got an arrow in it, and this one is readying its weapons.
And have a quick look, they got spears, have they?
Yeah.
But that one's got an arrow in its leg.
Yeah. So, quickly, who wants to act next?
I think Keiji would charge in, but I've just had to go as Genghis, so I'll let anyone else do what they want to do.
Let's get Cager out of the way.
Go for the bottom corner one, go on.
Okay, I am going to drop 2 more points of momentum because you had 2 left.
3.
out there.
Yeah.
Right.
I think, having seen one injured, Keiji would actually go for the uninjured one.
Yep.
To try and weaken that one as well.
Okay. Yeah, she can run around the back of the. She can run down the back of the well and charge at the one that is has just stood up. Yeah.
So she has.
If she spends 1 point of momentum, she gets 2 bonus die.
That's what I thought so, and absolutely she's going to do that. So I'll take it off in a minute, but I will do that shortly. So 40-20. Oh, hello, Mr. Tact.
Is that 4 or is that 3?
That's 5.
It's 5.
Absolutely, that's 5 attacks.
No, that's 6. That's 6, isn't it?
So it's 3-14, isn't she?
Melee's is it melee?
3-14. She's got. Oh, sorry. Yeah, 5. Yeah, it's 5.
Yeah, I thought it was 5.
Sorry, I thought you'd rolled 5 dice. I'm trying to open up character sheets while I'm keeping half an eye on this. Yeah.
I was going to say, I'm sitting there thinking, I'm normally quite good at this. What's going on?
It wouldn't have surprised me if she had 4 rather than 5 in melee.
It's 3-13, so that's 5 anyway, which is +4.
Okay.
So.
Right. So Tact does. Well, you got a character sheet there. So roll me a hit location and attack dice, and I am going to attempt to parry that with my shield.
Okay, so hit location first. Head.
Nice. Okay.
Okay, so using the battle axe is 6. So 6 combat die. Oh, very nice. And because of her effect, that goes up to 9.
Did she get any reroll?
I
thought she got 1 reroll.
I think she does, actually. Let's have a look.
She's got no mercy. Yeah, she can re-roll 2 dice, but you probably only want to re-roll 1 of those.
Yeah, we'll re-roll 1 of them. There's 10.
Right, bear with me a sec. Oh, what am I doing? 2 combat dice. Right. 9 and a 5 is 2. How many did she roll? 5. Okay. So, the parry doesn't come off, but the parry reduces that to 3 successes.
Yep. So that takes it me up to 4 momentum at the moment.
And because it's using a spear, you needed 2 to hit. Because it's reach 2 versus reach 3. So that 5 goes down to 2 successes. So she only gains 1 momentum from that.
Okay, so back to 3 is normal. But she connected.
She did connect. He gets 1 point to cover soak. So that drops it from where were we? That was 10. So that was 10. That's cover soak is going to drop it down by 1 to 9. And the armor soak is on the head is 3. So we're down to 6.
6, but because that's still enough to wound it with the intense or vicious, whatever it is, that's 2 wounds anyway.
Yeah. So she does 6 damage to it.
Yep.
But does it 2 wounds?
Correct.
How? How?
Was that second attack going to happen?
That second attack is going to happen with
Costs you
1 momentum spend because it's a different
right.
weapon.
Just bear with me. It will cost you 1 momentum to do it.
But the difficulty goes up
And the difficulty goes up to 3.
Oh, because it was... this is a sword this time.
Yeah.
Which is a reach 2.
Reach 2 against a spear, which is reach 3.
Didn't you say... Because the battle axe was...
Battle axe is also reach 2.
Battle axe reach
Pretty
2.
sure.
Top of the sheet, right inside.
Yeah, broadsword's reach 2 as well. So yeah, correct. Yeah, because she hasn't got a spear out, so a difficulty 3. But yeah, we'll give that a go. So I've got 3 momentum.
Did you not? You gave her 1 of those momentum, so you should be down to 2 momentum.
But she earned 1 from the attack because she only needed 2.
So there's 3 momentum in the pool. So if you drop that.
I am going to spend 2, which gives her the 2 extra combat die and 1 for the actual second attack itself.
Yeah, so that should leave you with 1.
Yep.
Okay.
Fantastic. So 4d20.
Yep.
Please be nice, Poppy. Oh! Have another 5, Louis.
Hell. Right, okay. So that is 5. You needed 3, so you only get 2. But so you got 2 momentum left.
Reach,
3 left.
You've got 2 out of that roll. I know you've got 1 already, but Cage has just generated 2. Yep.
Yeah, which is Paul. Yep. Okay.
I'll hand them back now.
The
roll me a hit
broadsword-
location.
Oh yes. Is that every time now? Is it?
Yeah. It is because these guys are nemesis. Therefore, they have locations. Okay.
Right leg. So that's soak 3. The left leg was the other one. So the broadsword does 7 damage or 7 combat die. There's 7 and 4 effects. I don't think the broadsword's got any effects.
No, it's just parry.
She can. She can re-roll 2, so I'll re-roll 1.
Yep.
There's 9 damage.
That's 9. Right leg had 3 armor, so that
6
is 6.
Another wound.
Okay. Drops it to there. It has now taken 3 wounds from Cager. It is not well. Okay. So that's Actian and Cager have gone.
No, Actian hasn't gone.
No,
Sorry,
Genghis
and Cager have gone. We can do this in any order. I would suggest that Actian is probably the logical choice to have next.
I'm going to head up to the other one, not the Cage one. I'm on the arrow at.
Okay.
That makes any sense?
Yep. No, that's all good.
Is it worth me spending the momentum to get over the reach?
Yeah, to break guard.
Yeah.
No, to break
guard. Oh no,
guard,
that's an attack, isn't it? Yeah.
If you manage to hit it, you can spend 2 momentum to break guard.
I don't think it's worth breaking guard at this stage.
I'd say definitely spend a momentum for an extra attack die, though, Charlie.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. You've got the momentum.
There you go, sir. 1's gone.
Right. So it's not going to be good today.
Oh, that
we have 3.
Okay, so you gain 1 momentum back from that because it's got a spear, so it is. It's and what are you using?
Well, my toolbar, my sword.
Yeah. Okay. Which I'm pretty sure is reach 2, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Okay. Right, so you get 1 momentum back. Roll me damage.
Hit
Left
location.
arm.
Okay. 3 armor.
And 8 damage.
Ooh.
And you get a
haven't
reroll
got-
on one of them, don't you, Charlie?
No, he hasn't
Oh,
got.
I don't get
He
rerolls.
hasn't got no mercy.
Ah.
Okay. Right arm.
Left arm.
Left arm. Left arm. I'm definitely going to give him the cover soak. I was umming and ahhing about if it was right arm. I was thinking he's trying to use a spear. Left arm is where he's holding his shield. So, okay. So yeah, you well round slam your sword in. That's going to do 6 points of damage minus 3 on the arm. That's going to do 3 points of damage. If you spend your point of momentum on piercing,
Yep.
that will be enough to give it another wound.
I think we ought to spend it. Chucking it in.
Okay, so that raises
Yeah,
that from 3 to 5 damage. These things are not looking well. And
Good. 3 wounds.
you hit it with another wound. Okay, so Baldur and Aladai are on the stairs watching the carnage ensue. Behind you,
We're actually probably I'm probably slowly turning around with sort of like a look of horror on my face because I suspect I'm carrying the oil.
yeah, you I think you were at that point.
Yes.
We're just putting it down, aren't we?
I think I think
see
we went for
into
the
the room
idea
with
of
me?
the oil is in a backpack. It's in a flask in a backpack, isn't it?
Yeah. And it's not full anymore. Not brimming full.
No.
I mean, I'd always envisage someone just being walking around like that, but
I visioned it like that as well.
yeah.
No. No,
I'm
I'm pretty
with you,
sure
but
right at the beginning we described putting like
Okay.
Jar
If,
in
Ollie,
that makes more sense.
if
I
Ollie's
thought it was
got
a
no,
moonshine jug.
if Ollie's got no objections, I'll go first then.
Yeah, no, go for it.
Okay, I'm going to head to the top of the stairs to see if I can see what's moving in this room.
okay.
The minute
and-
I see what's moving in the room, I will stop moving forward.
okay.
Is he going to step into the
Pretty
room?
much.
The
I mean, you
space?
guys have just walked through that room. You know what's in that room. There is nothing else in that room that it makes any sense to be moving. I'm not even going to make you move. All you've got to do is lift the oil lamp that you're holding in that hand, and you can see the figures getting out of the chairs.
Right. Okay. How far away are they?
The closest one's probably only about 8 or 9 feet from you.
Okay, I'm going to move forward and attack with a whip.
Okay. I'm not saying no. I'm not saying no. I am pointing out this is Conan, but that's fine. Okay. So I just want to double check you want to do that.
Yes, let's
They-
do that. Come on.
They are bloody strong, Simon.
Are these four the same as the two in the other chairs?
Yes. Yeah, when
Right
you crept
then.
through them, you noticed these are the guys in
Okay.
the really finely crafted armour.
However, you are going to have to run through the rules of the whip again because I'm counting on the fact that I can entangle the bugger and slow him down.
Okay, so grappling, in addition to dealing damage, if one or more effects are rolled, the weapon may ensnare the target. An ensnared target is unable to move or take action except to attempt an acrobatics or athletics test with a difficulty equal to the number of effects rolled. Against an ensnared target, the difficulty of an exploit action is reduced 1 step. If the grappling weapon is a melee weapon, the weapon's wielder may not attack with the grappling weapon against anyone else whilst the target is ensnared. Further, the attacker may not move away from the target without releasing that target. The target may be released as a free action. So basically, the thing has to use its turn to try and escape the grapple. However, there are 4 of them in that room.
Well, I'm stuck either way. You know, I either attack the nearest one and wait for the rest to come at me because this lot are all too busy dealing with the two in the other room.
Or you attack them, or you take the other set of stairs out of the...
Yeah, or you check the door behind, just the one that's not open on the map yet, to see what's there.
Actually, from where you are, because Action's holding a lamp, I think, because he went forward to look at the well. So...
I'm not stupid. I put the lamp down by the bath, I went forward, so I get my shield out.
Yeah, okay.
You did say that.
So, yeah, you do know that leads where you knew that it would anyway, down a set of stairs.
So do we want to retreat to that room
To the Sarlacc pit? No.
Hell no.
and see if it attacks the thing them when they come in and it helps?
It's your choice, Simon. If you want to attack them, go for it, and
Go for it.
that's fine. I just wanted to make sure you were aware.
Yes, no, go on, why not?
Okay.
Yes, okay. In fact, instead of using the whip, I'm going to use my sword.
Okay.
The only reason I was using the whip is got a reach of 3, and I don't know what kind of benefits that gives me because you've not told me the reach rules yet.
Okay, so reach, they've got spears. Therefore, to attack them, it puts the difficulty level up by 1 for every level of difference between their reach and your reach. So if you were to
If
use
our
it,
reach is the same,
then you only need a difficulty 1 to hit them. With your
We'll use the
sword, it's a
whip.
difficulty 2. If it's a dagger, it's a difficulty 3.
we'll use the whip.
Okay.
Got the same reach as the spear, so
Yeah.
I'm even.
So, just so I know, right or left of the door? Actually, if you're using the whip, should we go to the left of the door?
Yep, I'm going for the closest.
Yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
Right. Yeah, make me an attack roll. There is momentum in the pool.
How much momentum in the pool?
I've chucked one in.
There's 2 available, Simon, if you want an
So
extra
I'll spend
D20.
one. That will give me 3d20, correct?
Yep, that's right.
Mhm.
Okay, let's see what happens then. 11, 7, 8.
Ooh, that's
It's got
got
to be
to be.
three.
Really?
And my melee is 13 and 2.
Yeah, so
That's
that's 3.
Awesome.
Roll me the hit location.
How do I do that?
Hopefully you've got a button that says hit lock. If not, I can do it for you.
No, do it for me.
Left leg.
Don't let him do it again.
Do you want me to do it for you,
Can we
Simon?
trip it
You
up?
see now, you know
No,
what?
no. I asked the GM to roll it for me. We go with left leg.
Well, yeah,
And
the
actually,
uni
you know what?
extras around here.
That makes sense. Because you're using it right-handed to your left.
Hmm.
It's going to hit it on its left side. You get it round the left leg, and I'm guessing you're going to try and pull it out to try and get
Yeah.
it from the. Yeah. Okay. Your damage with that is. Had it a minute ago. Yeah,
3.
damage is 3. No, your damage is 4 with a whip.
Is it 4?
Yeah.
You've got 3 written on my character sheet.
I've got 4 written on this character sheet.
Okay, we'll go with 4 then.
Have you
I've
gained
got
any momentum? from
Fearsome
that?
2 and grapple on it as well.
Oh, that's a point. Yeah, you get 2 momentum for that.
Okay.
Right, you roll that, and I will look up fearsome because I know what grapple does.
Right, so that's 4 combat.
What are you looking
dice.
for? Fearsome.
Yeah, spreads fear, spreads doubt and panic, inflicting mental damage as well as physical damage for each
Does people
target
take
roll,
mental
in
damage?
addition to whatever the physical damage was.
It is going to grapple.
Okay, so it is going to do 1 dice grapple.
Okay.
And 4 damage. You do have no mercy, so you
Ah.
can re-roll. Actually, that says 1d20, which is not right. That's a combat dice, isn't it? You re-roll for no mercy.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, you can re-roll one of those dice.
Right, so I'm re-rolling 1 combat dice, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah. Oh.
Don't reroll that one, Simon. Reroll the other one.
Okay, so you do. I'm gonna have to go back to my sheet. You do 4 dice of damage, which means 1 will get through.
Yeah.
unless you spend. You could spend 1 momentum to make 3 go through.
Sounds good.
I'll do
there's
that.
no point to that because
Why
it's
not?
not a wound.
No, but the point is there's only one person to go, and then we have to chuck 1 momentum in him anyway.
Where are we?
Or we're going to save some for the next round.
I'll tell you what, I'll throw them and we'll save them. Then Alado gets to use them. So I won't spend a momentum on damage.
Okay, so 1 goes straight through. Do they get any courage? They got courage of 2 as well. Okay, so that is right. I'm going to call that one there. So that's taken 1 point of damage.
But the key
What's the
point
thing
is
to
it's
resolve?
grappled.
Yeah. So it's resolve now. Okay. Yeah. You slam this thing round its leg. You did 1 effect, which means it has a difficulty 1 to escape, but that is going to take its action. Cannot move or take action except to attempt an acrobatics or athletics check. Okay. Right, Aladoy, what do you want to do?
In Aladai's mind, how loud are the ones which are moving? Are they particularly loud and clunky, or are they not super loud, really?
They're not super loud.
Does Aladai reckon that if he led them back into the chamber with the other sleeping ones, it would wake them all up?
They're making at least as much noise as Kaja did when she walked into the back of Action and woke these guys up. More to the point, if you lead them back up there,
you'll wake more up.
They may choose to wake up their comrades.
This
it's
is
a
true.
fair guess.
This is true. Okay, that's that plan out the window then. What is Aladai going to do? Well, for a start, he's going to have his saber out as much as he would rather use his daggers because they're just not a viable option against spears.
If you can break guard with a dagger, you're well in, but breaking guard against something with a spear with a dagger is difficult.
Maybe not that good yet. He would try and, in case we hadn't already, trying to call to someone who's maybe near the door, not too loudly, but just kind of alert the others, if possible, that there's more of them.
Yeah.
And waving. Can't you see we're busy?
You call, and in the background you hear Baldor's.
Just quickly, Louis, how easy would it be to bypass a guard of one that's grappled by a whip?
You would need to hit it.
It's off balance.
Cannot move or take action. Well, to bypass its guard is not difficult. All you've got to do is hit it and then spend 2 momentum and you break its guard.
But I've got to hit it with a dagger and gain 2 momentum.
So can it still parry and stuff, grappled or not?
It can't parry, no.
So that works in your advantage there if you want to try and bypass that one.
You can, though, if you can get a successful attack in with your saber, then you can bypass guard. The problem is you've then got to survive that round.
Exactly.
With all 4 of them.
In time to then use the dagger.
Yeah.
Are you better off finishing one of the ones off we already started in this room? So we can consolidate our effort a bit.
I don't think he'd really know that, would he?
Not particularly. And he wouldn't really want to leave Baldur either.
If it helps, I haven't got Baldor in my head in the room yet. I've got Baldor standing on the top, right about 2 steps down from the top of the steps.
One other thing. It said something about grappling affecting exploit actions.
Ah, well
How
spotted.
does that work?
That's what I was trying to get to.
Against an ensnared target, the difficulty of an exploit action is reduced by 1 step.
Which means?
Exploit's a prepared action, and you've not prepared an action yet. So
Yeah,
you
no,
can't
I
exploit.
was aware of that. But
You could exploit and then spend a...
Sorry about the glare.
You could exploit and then spend a point of momentum
for a second attack.
for a swift action.
might do that.
Which would put the difficulty back up. Player nominates a target the character is able to perceive and attempts a D1 observation test, modified by distance. Okay, so a D1 will then go to a D0.
Thank you very much.
Which means that
No.
if
Guaranteed
Aladai
to
carries out an exploit attack now, that's a D0 attack. That's a D0 thing, which I think doesn't cost you an action. I think if it's a D0, it doesn't cost you an action to carry out.
No, you still carry it. It still costs you an action to carry it out, but it's a guaranteed success because you can still roll to try and gain momentum, but you don't have to.
Okay.
Right.
But you'd automatically get any successes you rolled would be pure momentum.
But the D whatever you're talking about is purely the observation test for the exploit.
No, but that is the exploit. The exploit.
No, that's to be able to exploit. Then you attack as normal.
Yeah.
Exploit is simply piercing 2, and whatever else it was, +1 to the damage roll if you want it. That's an exploit. That's a exploit.
Not the way it reads to me.
What page?
Character takes 115. Character takes additional time and concentration readying the next attack, seeking to find vulnerabilities in a single target's defences.
Yep.
The character nominates a target the character is able to perceive and attempts an average D1 observation test, modified by observation tests by distance, lighting, etc. If this succeeds, the character's first attack before the end of the next turn gains piercing 2 quality. If desired, you can then also spend the momentum.
So that observation roll is to effectively do the exploit.
That is the exploit. And then you use the benefits of the exploit to attack.
Yeah.
If this succeeds, the character's first attack before the end of the next turn. So that's not the attack. That's to be able to see the weakness.
Game Masters may allow characters to use skills other than observation to attempt an exploit action. Now that doesn't mean that you get to attack. So when Aladai mugged the one that was just coming out of the sarcophagus, he used stealth on the exploit action.
But
and then attacked. So the exploit action is the observation test.
Yes, to be able to gain the piercing 2 quality.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So if Aladai wants to do that, roll me an exploit action.
Right.
That will...
But you've already said that if that's a D0, so if he doesn't want to...
He doesn't have to do that,
He doesn't have to roll that. So it's up to you. So basically the GM's saying you're guaranteed the exploit because it's a D0 observation roll.
Yes.
But if you roll it, then you can...
You could gain momentum, but you could also complicate as well, so it's your call there.
We'll roll it. We'll roll it still. And that is 1 success. And no complication.
Damn. You don't have anything that allows you to re-roll observation tests,
Not
do you?
observation, I don't think, no.
Okay, so now you can attack as normal,
Mm-hmm.
which is a difficulty what, Louis?
There we go. Right. Attack as normal will cost you 1 momentum.
Mm-hmm.
And will make it a D3 action because it's rushed.
Right.
Do you want to take one of mine for an extra D20, Ollie?
Just one other thing. If you were using a throwing dagger...
If you're
So
using a throwing dagger, then that would just be a straight D1 attack, not a D3.
Yeah.
I think
No,
you might be better off using a throwing dagger.
That's what I was thinking. But because what I was going to say was, if the dagger's thrown, does it still have the unforgiving quality?
Yes. That actually says that in the rules, whether it's melee or thrown,
It still has
the
unforgiving.
weapon holds the property, not the attack type.
Right. Because in that case, the dagger is going to be much more effective than the
yes.
saber.
Yeah, go for it.
So do you
We'll
still
go
want a
for it.
momentum for an extra D20?
Is it difficulty 1?
I would say you need a momentum from somebody. Is the
Right,
way
I've got one. I
the
just
way
gained one.
I've
I've got to re-attack, so I use that. Yep, so...
use Doug's momentum to attack with.
Right.
Add the momentum that you gained from that attack to exploit, which means you gain an extra D20, so you're rolling 3 dice, but it also means that you're rolling 4 combat dice, not 3 combat dice, when it comes to your damage.
There you go.
Okay. So I roll 3 on my ranged,
And hit location as well.
Yes.
Have you got that, or do you want me to roll for you, Ollie?
I think I have that. You never say I don't use roll 20 for anything. Left arm.
Okay, has 3.
Okay. 3. Where's my bloody ranged gone? I can never range weapon. There it is. Okay, right. 3. 2, 6, 11. So I think that's 3.
Okay, that's 3.
3. Yeah.
Okay, so you gain 2 momentum off that.
Cool.
There we go. And you then roll 4 dice damage. I am going to roll 2 dice soak. Can I use 2 dice soak? I can't use 2 dice.
It's grappled.
Does that count? It's not an action. It's
But
not
then
an
you
action.
said you can't
It's the
parry
fact
either.
That it's got its... No, but parry is an action. Parry is moving and taking action. Sod it, go on, I'll leave it. I'll leave it.
1, 4, 2 2s, and a 6.
What does that make?
Forget the 4. Forget the 4.
4 and 5 in an effect.
Which I think is 1 additional damage, if that's how vicious works. I can't remember.
All right, your 1 effect. So you've got. So what did you roll? How many damage?
5.
5.
Blimey. Okay. Right. So 5 damage and an effect. Unforgiving gains intense and vicious. Vicious is so that will be 6 because the effect gains 1 additional. But intense also means that if you can get this to do damage, it will do 2 wounds, not 1.
Yeah.
Okay, so you've done
momentum,
6 points of damage. You've hit it in an area that has 3 armor.
3 armor. Yeah.
So it's that you're down to 3 damage.
So chuck in 2 momentum.
So chuck in.
If you can chuck in, if you chuck in your 2 momentum, actually no, if you chuck in 1 of your momentum,
Piercing.
That's 5.
you gain
isn't it?
piercing.
It's already got piercing from
Piercing.
the exploit, Louis.
Oh, it's got piercing too, hasn't it?
Piercing 2.
So it does 5.
Okay, it does 5. It does a wound.
2 wounds.
So it does 2.
Okay.
And it's already taken...
And it does 5 damage, which drops it to there. Okay.
2 wounds
right.
though.
I am right. That's everybody's had a turn, aren't I?
Yes.
Okay. So the one that Cager has attacked is going to. I don't think this is going to work for a moment, but he's just going to roll 2 dice damage with the spear. Oh, what am I doing? 2d20. Oh, hell no. No. Because it's got to hit a 3 to do anything with that.
Yeah.
The one which is fighting...
Are you still doing reach, Louis?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, it doesn't make it easier for you to hit, but it makes it more difficult for them to attack.
Right.
So it makes it more difficult for you to attack them, but it doesn't make it easier for them to attack you.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, unless you'd like me to, I can amend the rules.
No, I'm just checking. You said to keep an eye on it.
You're not sure? Okay.
But I'm laying on the floor prone, Louis. Off you go.
Okay, is it Actian that is attacking the second one? It was, wasn't it? Okay. I don't think this is going to go much better.
2 1s, here it comes.
Oh,
That's 3.
Damn, that's 3, and it needs 4.
Oh,
yeah, see, I could have thrown something in there. I could have thrown in a point of doom, and I thought, no, there's no point. It's not going to do anything anyway. Okay, so yeah, it swipes at you with the spear. It's still up. It is still an enemy, but
it misses.
Right. The one that Baldur is has a whip on needs to make an athletics roll, which is based on brawn. I will roll for it, but I will tell you now it's going to do it. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. It nearly yanks Baldur off his feet with the strength that this thing just like actually it's his leg, isn't it? Just kicks out with its leg, and it's pretty devastating. Right, the one to the right of the doorway is going to attack. I'm going to say he's going to attack Baldur because he's the one that's. Is he going to attack?
You'll be nearest.
I think Well, yeah, I think Baldur probably is going to be the nearest. He's going to be the obvious target. So
these guys are quite big, aren't they?
Are you talking about
quite big?
And it's quite a small corridor.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, that one.
Well, bearing in mind that Aladai threw a dagger at that one, wouldn't he be closer? Because Baldur would have stepped in with a whip.
Baldur stepped in with a whip. Depends. You see, I've kind of got Aladai leaning around and just like lobbing this dagger, and then can take a step back a little more easily than Baldur can, who's in reach of it. Actually, you know what? No, you're right. You are right, because Baldur would have stepped in. Aladai would still be on the top of the stairs. So you can thank Doug for this, Ollie.
That's fine.
That is 2 successes.
I always try and add the realism to it where possible.
No, that's cool.
Do you want to try and parry?
I will try and parry.
You've not got a. Have you got a shield? Have you not got a shield? I can't remember.
He's got a dagger that's got the parry quality, isn't it?
I've got his shield.
He's got the shield.
Right.
I've got a saber and a.
You've got a saber.
I can parry.
I would say I think you've got enough time to throw the dagger and then swap back to your saber hand. Cool. So you can use whichever. But yeah, okay. So you don't pay Doom for doing that. But give me a parry roll.
Okay, that's 1.
Okay. Well, the good news is it won't get momentum.
That's
the bad news is
hurt.
How much armor have you got on your torso?
Torso? 1.
Bad news is
that enough?
You haven't got any armor now.
That's enough to stop it hitting, isn't it?
Piercing 1.
Nope.
And
ouch.
Ow.
Very ow.
Okay, so you take It's 9 points of damage to the torso.
Ow. That's a lot of damage.
That is
Lose the armor.
Yeah, no, I was gonna.
You won't get a wound.
I mean, that's just gonna affect the wound, but yeah.
That stops the wound.
It stops the wound. It's going to leave you on 1 vigor, I think, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
But you
But that's
could spend
not
one of your
zero.
fortune points to get your second wind and recover all lost vigour.
Haha.
That is
Aha!
true. That's
But
Someone's reading the book. Oh,
Is that on your turn?
You can spend fortune points at any time, Louis.
Okay.
it says
I'm gonna argue.
here are just a few of the ways in which you can spend fortune points during play.
No? Okay, yeah. If you want to, you can throw in a vigor to... you
A fortune point.
throw in a fortune point to...
Yeah, I think you might do that.
Reset your vigour. So it's no wound and no vigour, but it's going to cost you a fortune point. And your
And,
armour. Also
and your
armour.
piece of armor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's
Yeah.
also armour.
That leather jerkin you were wearing, it just... you kind of step sideways nearly miraculously, and the thing almost goes in one sleeve hole, goes through the front of the breast and just rips out, pulling it off. You're left wearing 2 leather sleeves with just like the rest of it is more of a hindrance than anything else.
Too
I can
noisy
see
anyway.
Hulk Hogan coming on. Good.
Oh, what am I doing? Need that. But yeah, you have avoided the you've avoided the wound, and you've bypassed the lost vigor.
Made too much noise anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. There you go.
That's interesting.
So
Each character usually begins each session with 3 fortune points.
talk to me afterwards about it. Not right now.
That's cool.
They pretty much have. Well,
You've read
everybody
the fortune
starts.
section, have you?
You under certain circumstances, you go back to you restart your set
Yeah.
fortune amount. One of the things is that at least one of you did the thing that means you should only start with 2 anyway. At the end of character generation, you've got the option to do some extra bits and pieces, but it reduces your starting fortune by 1, and that knocks your fortune down. Yeah,
That's all right,
Alan
carry
wasn't
on.
one of those, but right.
I think I
Okay,
was, but I don't know.
the 2 that are standing up the other end, I'm going to be nice. I'm going to say only one of them can reach Baldor at the moment because it is quite narrow and he's stumbling back away from. It does say rolling the dice. There we go. Right. That is 1 success, left leg. Baldor is using the whip. You can try and parry with the whip if you want to, but it will cost you a doom unless you've got a talent which...
Unless you've got deflection.
Find wounds.
No, I haven't.
Which he doesn't. So you can spend a doom to try and parry that with a whip.
Oh, let's try it. Come on. Let's spend a point of doom. You could have a point of doom, Louis, because I know it means so much to you.
Hey.
Yeah.
Okay. Right, roll me a parry roll. What's your parry at?
Which would be...
It's 2d20 unless you want to spend momentum, and you've got a 215. You only need 1 to avoid this, because I only rolled 1 attack. Only got 1.
What momentum have we got in the pool?
There's
You've got
have
2
4
Two,
there at the moment.
Well, I've got 2 there, haven't I, at the
Yeah.
moment? So I'm going to spend a point of momentum. That'll give me 3d20, correct?
Yep,
Yeah.
Correct.
go for it.
Right. Let's go for it.
Nice.
Your parry is a
4.
2, so that's only 3.
3 still.
But that is 3, so don't bother giving me one of those fortune back. I will give you one of those momentum back. I will give you an extra one. So you spent 1, you got 2 back, and yeah, you manage to wrap your whip around this thing's spear and just like yank it sideways as it's bearing down on you. The other one is looming. Or the one that got its whip free is kind of stumbling towards you, but doesn't have an action this round to attack. And there is another one in the background. Back to the top of the round. We lose one momentum from somebody throwing one momentum.
I will.
Okay.
Done.
Okay. Who is going first?
Are we going for Cager first, or shall I go first?
Shall we do it in the order we did it last time?
Yep.
So Doug's 2 goes first, then Charlie, then me, then Ollie.
Okay.
Happy with that?
Yep.
So you have 2 badly wounded ones in this room.
How many wounds have each of them taken, Louis?
One of them's taken
3.
2, one of them's taken 3. The one fighting Cage has taken 2, the one fighting Action's taken 3, the one at the top of the stairs that Baldur and Action were attacking on the left. Sorry, Baldur and Aladai.
Sorry, Louis. Cage's one took 3 wounds.
I thought it did.
It took 3 with tact and then another one with diplomacy.
It took 2 with tact.
2 with tact and 1 with diplomacy.
Yeah.
How many did Action's one? How many did Action do?
It took 1 from the bow, and I dealt us 2 more.
So it's 3 each.
Mm.
Okay. Okay. I will. If I've miswritten that, then I apologise. In which case, yeah, both of the 2 in that room have taken 3. The one that's got Aladai's dagger sticking out of it has taken 2. There are 3 uninjured ones up there.
So what do you do? What is Genghis doing?
Okay.
You're going to finish one of these off and free one of us, or are you going to attack?
Yeah, I think so. I'm going to start by... I'm going to aim at the one that Cage is engaged with, I think. And I'll take a momentum, if no one minds.
No, you can take one of mine.
Thank you very much indeed. So that's a 3d20. I think that's 3.
Yep.
Let me just double check for you. I'm pretty certain that's 3.
Yeah, 3.
Yes, that's 3.
Okay. Okay, yeah, that's fine. You don't need to do more than that. So, yep. That sinks in. You only needed 1, so you get 2 back.
Okay, then it's 5 combat die. Sorry, hit location first. Right arm.
Okay. Right arm is a 3. That's 3. I'm going to say if you hit them on the left arm, the torso, or the body or the head, but if you get the right arm, maybe the right leg, there's no way. I'm just not going to bother with the soak from the shield.
Okay, so 5 combat die. Okay, I'm going to
reroll 2.
Spend 1 straight away, I think, to reroll 3 of them.
Yep.
So there's 5, and I can reroll 1 of them anyway. Oh, shit.
Okay. So you've done 5 damage.
5.
Okay. You got it in the right arm, so that drops it only to 2. But
what effect
that
does
is
it do?
enough to do a wound.
Does that kill it?
That's
That's 4 wounds now.
I think, is it at 4 wounds it becomes incapacitated? And at 5 it dies.
Just hit it again.
I'm gonna double check I got this right, but I think that's it down.
If we don't kill it, will it recover? How
No.
long is,
No,
how
I
long
mean,
is it
it's,
incapacitated for? That's the question.
I
we
think
walk away and
basically
leave
it's unconscious.
It's undead.
Come on. No, not alternate harm. Not so.
You're not going out, we're going
Yeah. Do.
Man, this book could really do with some tables. Character suffering 4 harms of the same type is incapacitated, unable to take any actions or reactions without first spending a point of fortune, in my case 3 points of doom. Character suffering 5 or more harms of the same type is permanently incapacitated and probably dead. So yeah, dead or psychologically hammered. So yeah, I mean, basically this thing kind of totters on its feet and staggers back. Given where it is and how quick this has been, should we have it topple backwards into the chair that it was sitting on and collapse?
Yep.
Yeah.
Does that count as a kill?
No, but it's not going to be able to do it. I'm going to have to spend 3 points of doom to get it to do anything, and it's then going to do it at a 4 dice penalty, 4 difficulty penalty.
Go for the next one, Bug.
Okay, I'm going to spend 2 momentum, so my one. And can you check one in, Aladai?
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to... That allows me to re-roll. And can I have one more... In fact, now I'm going to use a load.
Okay.
So, 3d20.
Yeah.
Which one are you going for?
Oh, 4 successes.
Oh, man, you only needed 1.
2.
Okay. So that's 3 coming back to you, isn't it?
No, 2 please, Louis.
2.
The difficulty goes up by 1 because I'm
difficulty goes
attacking
up
for a
by 1.
second
Yeah.
time.
Yep. Okay, so yeah,
Did I
you
get to
sink
you?
another arrow into it.
This is this one up here, by the way.
Roll me your damage. No, that's the one that's already gone. Oh no, you went for the cage as
I
well.
went
first,
for the
didn't
one
you?
with Cage. I'm now going
Okay.
for the one in front of.
Don't change anything, Louis. You can kill that one.
No. There's a reason for that because then
No,
you
no.
2 can go up while I
Yes,
concentrate
that's
on
what I was
killing
going
these
for.
buggers. Okay, so 6 combat die. So hit location first. Left arm. What a surprise.
Okay.
6 combat die. Okay, I will re-roll 2 of them. 8 damage. 3 off that is 5, which should wound
Did you
it.
take into your account your extra damage dice for the load?
No, I didn't. There's another 2.
Okay, so that's 10 minus 3 for its armor is 7, which is enough to actually do 2 wounds and kill it.
Yes.
So this
So
one
it's
doesn't
one
even
down
make
and
it
one
back to the
dead.
throne, it just crumples and collapses on the floor. The
Okay.
spear and the shield rolling away from.
Cage her up there then. Yeah.
I'm then going to move
Oh.
there.
Why?
Yeah, makes sense.
Okay, yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah.
So
Okay.
I'm physically
So
moving there.
You're scrambling across the room.
Yep.
Okay. Who's next?
At this point, there'd be a sound of tearing leather and a help.
I think there'd already been a sound
Okay.
of tearing leather and a help.
Is Cage are charging up there now?
Would Cage be able to get up to the top of the stairs?
Not at the moment, no. There's
How far can she
Aladai and Baldur are both on the stairs. And
So is Aladai
it's a
going next or
wide-ish-
Baldur?
Aladai can go next.
Yep.
Because Aladai is mainly just backing down the stairs at this point.
Yeah, I'd shout,
Okay.
come on in. It's probably your best bet.
Aladai charges into that room.
Yep.
Yeah, Cage can now get up the stairs. Does Aladai want to do anything?
Throw a dagger.
If you've got another dagger, you could lob
Try
another dagger.
throwing another dagger before moving to a
Okay,
better
yeah.
position.
It's a target-rich environment.
This is true.
Roll me an attack. I'd make it good.
Would anyone mind if I had a momentum?
Oh,
Take one.
Cool. I'll roll 3.
Why have I ended?
Oh, in fact, Louis, I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
yeah.
I need 4 more momentum, please.
Why?
2 attacks not using a minor action to move, and 2 successful hits.
But you did use a minor action to move.
Okay, not on the first one, though. Second win,
all right.
so
I'll give you it for the
3.
first one.
So 3 then, please. So that should put me on to 4. Because I also, if you remember, I took the what feat is it?
Yeah, no, I lose
Trick
track
shot.
of all of your feats, but I know you've got some. I know you've got some that get you momentum if you don't do things. But you definitely moved that second time.
Yeah, I'll give you that one.
Okay, Ollie, how does Aladai make with the dagger?
Pretty good. Luckily, we got a 19. But then we got 2 1s, so that's 4.
Okay, you only needed the 1 as you back down the stairs, lobbing daggers out. I'm guessing the one that was following you.
Yeah, don't like
Okay.
that one.
We need to spend some of this momentum on the grounds that
We're reaching max.
you're reaching. You've got max. In fact, Ollie, you need to spend 3 momentum,
Yeah.
otherwise you're going to have to lose it.
Mm-hmm.
On this turn.
So, yeah, that dagger flies out. It doesn't have unforgiving,
Nope, not this time.
but you can spend your 3 momentum to do whatever. But roll your damage dice first.
Right.
Oh, and roll me your. Can you do me the hit location as
location.
well?
Yep. Left arm.
Again.
Left leg.
I might just need to do something about that because that's getting a bit.
Is there
1.
is there a balance on the roll table that you might have adjusted?
No, I've adjusted the balance. I've double checked it. It's
Is it a 10-sided dice or rest on the left arm?
2, 2, 1, Louis.
2, 2, 1. So 5 points of damage. Okay, that's going to drop to 2 points of damage.
Mm-hmm.
But you could, if you wanted to,
Use 2 momentum.
No. Spend 1 momentum to gain piercing.
yeah.
Right.
So that takes you up to 4. Then
Mhm.
spend 2 for damage that increases it up to 6.
And then spend 2
sure.
second go.
I
Right.
don't have that much momentum.
Yeah, so that sinks
I
6
do that.
damage into it.
Yeah.
Which is going to drop it to. But that will do it
A wound.
a single wound. Okay. Baldor next, I'm guessing, as
Yeah.
he's at the
He's
top
on
of
the stairs, yeah.
Do
Okay,
you want to?
so go on.
No, that's all right. Tell me what you. Tell me what Baldor's got going through his head at the moment.
As every retreat's casting.
Have those two, have the 2 that have been wounded in the other room, have they moved forward to the top of the stairs?
Yeah, they're pretty much at the top of the stairs. They're backing you. Oh, well, if you're moving backwards down the stairs, they are backing you down the stairs.
Okay, I will move back down the stairs. But does that mean I can get an attack on them as I move back? Or have I just got to move back?
You can move back and you can attack them. If you move back and attack them, it means you're going to stay within reach of them.
Yeah, let's do that.
But will he be blocking the stairs
Okay.
from...
No, I can fit 2 people.
No, you can fit 2
No, but it's
people up that
Kaiser and me.
staircase.
It's Kaja and me.
Okay,
If-
so
The other
You
thing
could
is,
go past
if you
them and
manage
go
to get
back
a
out on the
grapple,
other side.
if you manage to get a grapple attack in with your whip, what does
Hey,
back?
I'm
No,
blocking
you know
the
what?
other
Look, forget this. This is combat. It is fast. It is hectic. It is
Yes.
unnerving.
I'm going to hit the first one I see that comes at the top of the stairs that comes at me. My intuition would say it would be the one with only one wound in it, because the other one would probably be limping or something.
Right, so that's the one that broke out last time. That's the one that's got one wound. You know what? I'm going to go for the one that was front and centre anyway. So the unwounded one is the first one at the top of the stairs. And what I'm going to say is, while you guys can get two by side on the stairs, these guys can only get one at a time on the stairs, because they are vast. They are really big. They're really powerful.
Okay, so I am going to hit that with the whip.
Okay.
I'm going to spend a point of momentum on my to hit roll.
Okay. I am going to roll a parry.
Okay, so that means I'm rolling 3d20, correct?
You are rolling 3d20.
2.
That is 1, I think. Where are we? Parry. Yep, that's 1. So you got 2 successes. It got 1. So you managed to. Your whip manages to do it. You don't earn any momentum from it, but you do manage to whip it. Where do you whip it?
That's hit location, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
whip.
Right leg.
Watching nay.
Okay. Right. Yeah, roll me your damage. See if you can manage to.
That was 4 combat dice, wasn't it?
Yes.
Let me double check. I think so.
Yes, 2 effects.
And you can re-roll.
No.
1, I think.
No.
It's on range, I think, with Simon, isn't it?
Oh no! Yeah, no, he can. He can.
I can.
Yeah, he's got no mercy at rank 1.
3 effects. That's good.
3 grapple.
Bloody hell's your whip gone? Yeah. Okay. So fearsome 2. So that is right. Let me double check fearsome again. Panic spreads. Damage inflicts X amount mental damage on the target for each effect rolled. So you've just done 6 points of resolve damage to this thing.
Right.
Which
2 for each one, is it?
To get a harm. Oh, hang on, no, it's not, because it's got soak.
2.
It's got courage.
2 courage.
So yeah, that's going to drop it to. So you do 4 resolve damage to it.
Can you spend momentum to add another resolve damage?
Yeah, you could.
Well, I've got 1 point left, so I'll spend that.
Well, bear with me a sec.
We can wound it.
Or let's work out the physical damage as well. So the physical damage is going to be a
4 minus 3.
It's only going to be a 4 minus 3, which is so that's 1. So you'll do 1 damage to it. You will grapple it for 3,
which is good.
And resolve, you're going to do, what do we say? So we're going to do 4 points of damage. Yeah, if you want to spend that last point of your momentum, you will do 5 points of damage. You will do it a harm.
What does a harm do as opposed to a wound?
Harm is basically any mental damage, any mental check that it gets to make. So I'm going to have to look at an actual character sheet, because I've got
things like observations and animal handling. That's physical, isn't it?
Anything that would sit under awareness, intelligence,
willpower.
Personality, or willpower.
Yeah.
Will be at 1 difficulty less. So 1 difficulty, it'll be 1 more difficult for it to do it.
Yeah. Which doesn't help us here, really.
Yeah. So is it worth spending it or not?
No.
Do you want to do it, Simon, or not? It's your call.
No, let's not spend it.
Okay. So you do 4 resolve damage to it. Which is going to drop it to that. Okay. And it is grappled.
Simon does need his momentum back, though, Louis.
Oh, yeah. Good call. Right. Which leaves your choice of Cager or Actian to sprint up there and...
Cager's going to do more damage.
Involved.
Yeah, if Cager can get into him, but within melee range, she will.
Yeah, getting her onto the stairs is not outside of what I'd consider her zone to be at the moment.
Okay, fantastic. So there's a momentum for an extra D20 on her axe, which is
It's two
D20s.
Two D20s.
Yep. So, oh, that's not great. That's 2 successes, which is still 1 more than she needed.
It can't parry
because it's grappled. So that's +1 momentum. And she does, if I remember correctly, is that 6 combat die with the axe? Yes, it is.
It is.
6 combat die. Here we go. Oh, yuck. Well, as she's got no reroll on her damage,
spend momentum.
She not?
I will spec. I don't think she. I think it's.
She has.
Is she?
Yeah, she can reroll twice. She's got 2 ranks in No Mercy.
Oh yeah. Okay, but because there's 3 there, she'll use the momentum she gained from the hit to reroll 3 of them.
Okay.
That's better. And she'll reroll 1 of them using her ability. Yes, very nice. So that's 8 damage and 3 abilities, which makes it 11 damage. Minus 3 off the soak is 8.
Where does she hit him?
Oh, yes, good point. Left arm.
Okay.
I will spend another momentum on her to pierce 2.
Okay.
It takes 2 wounds anyway, so it's not another wound.
It gets 1 more soak from its shield.
Okay, so that still puts it on 10.
So that still puts it on 10. Right, hang on. Let me run the maths on this. So you had 3, 6, 8. That's going to be 11. Minus the 1 puts it on 10. Minus 3 points of armor puts it on 7.
But she's still 2 wounds.
But she put 1 point in for piercing. So I may as well put 1 more in for 1 more point of damage.
It's got a point of piercing that is going to... Hang on, right, 9. So I said 7, so that's going to put it on 9.
So I'm putting 1 more in.
10, hang on, 10 is not... It's not multiples of 5. It's 5 or no result or no vigor left.
Ah, right.
10 is not going to do the 2.
Then...
You're going to do 2 wounds just on the 9.
Yeah, because... Yeah.
5 or more, get 2 wounds.
So, in fact, because I can't put that back in my pool, can you re-add my 2 momentum?
Why 2?
Because actually it's vicious anyway, so as soon as she does a wound, she does another one anyway.
Yeah, but you wanted to do the... Did you? Oh, right, you didn't want to do the piercing.
Now you've said that, I don't need to, so...
Okay, well, you'll wound without, but obviously you'll knock its vigor down, which makes it more likely that you're going to end up killing it on the next blow.
Okay, yeah, I'll leave it there on 9 then.
Okay. Yeah,
so
okay.
That's 1 attack.
It is not looking well.
Okay. I will then spend a second momentum to go again. And I will spend another momentum to gain 2 more D20.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much my pool depleted. So 4 D20 on a difficulty 2. That's 3.
Okay.
And it's grappled, so it still can't parry, so I gain 1 back.
Yeah.
And that's 7 combat die. Oh,
actually,
I'll spend that one.
You should have 1 less momentum here. No, because reach doesn't work. You've got to have guard and be able to do things in order to get reach. That doesn't make any sense. If it's grappled, then it's the reach isn't gonna help it.
So I've spent a momentum to gain. Roll them 5. That's better. So that's 8. She can re-roll 1 of them anyway. Oh shit.
Okay, so that's
Okay.
8. That's
Five.
10.
10.
Yep.
No, this is the broadsword.
Oh no, this is the broadsword. It doesn't get vicious
No,
or
so it's
intense,
8.
does it? Okay, so it's 8.
Minus 3 is 5. So it's still a wound.
Okay, where are you hitting it?
In the bollocks. No, in the head.
In the head. Okay. Right. Okay. So yeah, headshot is going to be, so that's 8. So that's doing 5 points of damage. You've just done it 2 wounds. It collapses on the stairs.
Is
Right.
it dead collapse or
What
exhaustion collapse?
it is? It's
Incapacitated.
incapacitated. It is not dead.
Okay, yep. Right.
But you know, it's on 4 wounds. Basically, this is not something you are going to need to worry about.
Okay.
Forgot I get 2 bonus damage on ranged attacks.
Yeah. Ooh.
Okay, that would have been useful.
So can I? So I'm having a look around. There's no way I can get up the stairs.
There isn't any way you can get up the stairs. Right, before Actian goes, okay, what I'm going to say is there is going to be what Kaja and Baldur are going to immediately realise, okay, is this thing is going to. Sorry, give me half a sec. Hang on.
I thought everything stopped for tea then.
Okay. Sorry. There is going to be a lull because the 3 that remain up there are going to struggle to get down the stairs over the fallen body of their comrade.
Yep.
So, Actian can go. That's fine. I just wanted to make sure you were aware of that in case it changed what you decided to do or what you didn't decide to do.
No, as I can't get up the stairs or do anything else up there, and I can't see around the corner from where I am anyway, I would run over and finish off the one in the chair.
Okay, yeah, no, I'll just
Okay.
carry on coup de grace. That's fine. Yeah. You just...
And
That's
then
why
head
I
off
went there.
And then head off to the stairs with what's left in the move. Yeah.
Yeah, because you're pretty much on top of it.
I'll at least get halfway there. Yeah.
Roll me...
Across the room so I can see.
Right, just roll me 2d20. I'm not going to tell you what for. Don't worry about it. It's nothing all that. It's whether or not I give you... Okay. You sink your sword into it, and you get pretty much to pick your location. You slide the sword in till it hits the chair behind, and you pull it out, and you realise that there is, you know, without taking this thing apart, you're not going to be able to tell, but there is something odd about the inside of it. It's almost like it's filled with sand inside the rib cage rather than with anything else. But okay, so you're running to which stairs?
I was just going to head back across underneath the bath thing so I can look up the stairs.
Okay, yeah. So you can see.
I'm standing at the bath, level with the bath, so I can see both stairs.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you can see Baldur and
down to the black thing.
You can see Baldur and Kaja taking it out. Yeah, from where you are, you can see down the stairs and just about to the archway because you've obviously got the stairs. The ceiling goes down, but you can see that archway there, and you can start to smell the stench. That well, you know what's causing that now. Okay. I am going to give you what I'm going to say is the things at the top of the stairs step back out of view for a moment. They just step off kind of sort of the far right, far left.
So there's none in sight.
There's none in sight. You've gone from a target-rich environment to pretty much a target-less environment. And I'm going to say that unless Kaja and Baldor want to clamber over the body on the stairs, you're far enough down the stairs you can't quite see. You can see kind of the half of the chairs in the at the north end of that room, but you can't see far enough around the corner to see exactly what's happening.
I'm going to run up to the other fallen one, Louis, and use my stiletto and finish that one off.
That one's already gone.
The one on the floor?
Oh, the one on the stairs, or the one...
Yep.
You can't get to it.
You can't get to it at the moment.
Cage you can. Do we need to check our momentum in, Louis? Is it
Yes,
the end of a
good point.
round of my
Yep.
attack?
Yeah, we need to drop a momentum because it's the end of a round. Okay, so there's this pause, there's this lull. What do you want to do?
Do we want to reorganise so we can get more attacking bodies, or do we want to head off into the other room with the black bit to analyse that door?
I'm concerned that they're heading off to wake more of these things up.
They haven't gone up the only corridor out.
Because we can see that.
Yeah. So yeah, they haven't gone there. Basically, they've stepped out here and out here.
But whoever goes to look has got to climb over the body. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, if somebody wants to go up the stairs, they're going to have to climb over this kind of Titan body lying on the stairs.
Or go all the way round.
Can I check with Aladai that he's all right? Because he did lend me his shield.
Yeah, Aladai's missing all of the armour from his chest, but...
I'm just making sure he's all right, because I can see he's lost his shirt. He's kept the sleeves, but he's lost his shirt.
Yeah.
Done a Jafar.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought he was going to say he's done a Captain Kirk. I see you get the shirt off again.
He's alright.
From where I am, I'm going to have a good look down into that room for the black thing, see if it's changed.
It's dark. It stinks.
Can't see. And I can't see. Fair enough.
You can't. If you go down the stairs, you could probably see into the room.
No, I'm quite happy. I can't hear any noise coming from there, can I?
No. No, just the stench.
And if I do an observation check, now we've killed them, has anything changed in the room?
I won't even ask you for an observation check. No, nothing's changed in the room. The only
Apart
thing
from
that
two
changed in
bodies.
the room is they're no longer standing up and
Well, they're no longer sitting down, they're just slumped.
yeah, one of them's on the floor, one of them's
Yeah.
back in the chair.
Right, and the water's still the same, nothing's changed there.
No.
Right.
Okay. Where is everybody where is everybody going to be standing? What are you doing? What are you thinking? But make it quick, because there's a stop. They've moved back. Everybody's looking round, thinking, checking.
I've checked Aladai, he's okay.
Yep,
So I'm keeping an eye on both sets of stairs at the moment, ready to rush in if needed.
I think I'm probably getting weapons ready and standing near the top of the stairs, just in front of the body.
You stand at the bottom of the stairs, just in front of the body.
Just behind the body. You know where I mean.
Behind the body, not the yeah.
Yes.
So you're stood at the bottom of the stairs, yeah. So those stairs that you've come down to this point.
Yeah.
Cage is going to let me stab it.
Okay, Cage moves out of the way, and Actian steps
No.
forward and sinks his
No.
stiletto.
Steals another kill.
Genghis,
Steals another kill.
yeah, Genghis slides his stiletto into the thing. What's Aladai doing?
He's back here somewhere.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
And as soon as Genghis has done the kill, he steps back and knocks an arrow, aiming
Okay.
up.
I've got a dagger.
Okay. Is now a good time to take a quick 5-minute break?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sounds like a plan to me. Okay. Right. I'll be back in a minute.
Mhm.
Yep. Run downstairs, put the kettle on. And they've got the second kill as well. And he stole both of them.
I mean, stole both of them.
And nearly. It's got the GM.
No.
Just got to check my Facebook. Something's happening. I don't know what it is.
Ooh. Yeah. I'm one of those, even if it works against me, Ollie, I'd point it out.
Oh yeah, no. I did think that made more sense as well. So.
Yeah, the way he said Simon walked in and stepped in with a whip, I thought, well, if he stepped in and then you
Yeah, I
threw a
would have
dagger,
to
you'd
step.
be right at the top of the stairs.
Yeah, no, that made sense.
Hello. I'm back.
He's back.
Been drinking
Oh,
all the
he's
time.
back.
Thank you. Lovely to feel wanted. I'll let you know when it happens.
I've been married 19 years and I still ain't felt what it feels like.
That's a dangerous thing to admit on YouTube.
I actually don't watch any of the videos on YouTube. According to her, D&D's just playing games.
Yeah, but this is Conan.
Exactly.
Oh. Right.
I really think you should put that that intro thing on the start of your video.
You see, I would, Doug, but if I
Ooh.
did, I might lose the. I might not be able to broadcast this. So everybody's suddenly looking at whatever it was that Chris has posted on Facebook.
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah!
Yeah.
Shiny.
No, I wasn't. I'll do it now.
Tome of Foes.
What's the other one say?
I didn't quite get. I just saw Mordecai's Tone of Phones and went, ooh. He's got some sticker things.
Mordecai's.
Tome of Foes.
No, this bottom one. Same. All right.
Oh, he's obviously got a special edition version.
Yeah, it still won't be as good as the Tome of Beasts.
One of my friends actually got one of his monsters published in that.
Cool. It's a really nice book. It's a
I've
really
just got to
nice
read
book.
your one, Louis, from underneath.
I'd have to go back to it to find out what it was that I put on there. I can't remember now. Go on then.
Oh no, I think it's I
my
don't think it was
subscribe
Tomer's Beasts. It looks like Monsters of the Guild.
Oh right, okay. Oh
Which is
yeah,
another monster book.
Dungeon Module D1 to 2, the Velour Palace of the Disco Emperor.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you got some
can buy
time,
that, right?
not now, but when you got some time, have a proper look at the. Sorry,
You know you can buy it.
it's actually a module. It's not just a mocked-up cover.
Well, there's certainly a site selling something if you actually just put it in the search engine. I did not go any further.
I was just thinking of the Disco Boys. from what was it? With the spleen and the shoveler.
Yes.
That's what I was
Mystery
thinking of. Yeah, Mystery Men. As soon as I saw that as well, I thought,
Are you as confused as I am, Ollie?
Yeah.
Of the disco.
look up the Mystery Men. Look up the Mystery Men. I'm not saying that's must watch, but it's quite good.
No, Mystery Men is a must-watch.
It is good.
1999 American superhero comedy film.
Oh my life! Yes, it was released.
It is good.
Oh, no, I know. Right, yeah.
Dungeon Module D1 to 2, the Velour Palace of the Disco Emperor. Yeah, was apparently is available in 2 editions, allegedly. The regular edition. Oh my.
Is that Freddie Mercury on the left? Or right, depending on which way you turn.
No idea. Right.
Freddie's
Anyway,
awesome.
right.
Or he was.
Louis,
Back to the game
Louis.
because I've.
Sorry, Louis, because I didn't look any further. What's in the collector's edition and the regular edition? What's the difference? Does it say?
I'm right. I'm not going to go through and try and work that out now because I'm.
You got all day tomorrow at work, Louis.
Yeah. Right.
I look good in your search history. Yeah.
I'm just surprised it's not for Lamentations of the Flame Princess, but hey.
That cover's wrong.
Right. Enough. Okay, so I've got Genghis. Oh no, because Genghis then moved back, didn't he?
Yep.
So I've got Actium, Baldor, and Kaja at the bottom of the stairs. I've got Genghis further back by the end of the bath.
Genghis is shoulder to shoulder with Aladai, ready to be long range.
Okay. 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 You see one of these things. Yeah, well, you hear it just before it starts to move. Right. Before I say this, I will point out from back there by the well, you are looking across a room and then up a flight of stairs and through an archway. From way back there, you're not going to be able to see deep into that room. And you would that would be pretty obvious because you've got the top of your archway, you've got that, and the stairs go up. So you've got this kind of gap where the top of the stairs go up and the top of the archway you're looking through.
As far as I'm concerned, Louis, once they get close to the fallen one of their comrades,
yeah,
that's close enough for me to shoot anyway.
Yeah. Okay. No, that's fine. That's fine. That makes sense. Okay. So what the 3 at the bottom of the stairs spot quite quickly is one of them moves at a surprising speed for something that fast across the room and out of that doorway.
Uh-oh.
He's coming the other way.
Is that what's going to wake the others up?
It's fine. I'm not going after him.
Where are there others? Have we not cleared out all the places
No.
up here?
And here.
No.
Oh right,
And here.
okay.
And
No,
here.
you
right.
very
So
carefully.
We left a load of enemies behind us.
Yes,
Okay.
because it's not a dungeon crawl.
It's basic tactics. Why would you go further into a hostile territory and leave enemies behind you? Why?
So we can fight on the way out.
Because you
To be
weren't sure
honest-
that you'd have killed them if you'd managed to take them on.
Isn't that what Baldor done when we first encountered this level?
When Baldur did what? Sorry? Say it again, Duck?
Isn't that what Baldor done when you first encountered the stairs? Just walked off on your own and just like...
I went down the stairs on my own to investigate further, discovered something down there, and tried to take its arms away for it so it wouldn't be an issue later on. Admittedly, that backfired on me.
You've got to carry the oil for a week or two.
You changed your mind at the last second and
They
decided
are
to give it a
sound
cuddle.
Tactics, Charlie.
I know.
Okay, so it starts
Let's
moving.
hope it's the first one.
What are you doing?
I'm waiting for
Well-
one to come in my sight.
As I still can't get there, I'm going to back up a bit as I've seen it go up the stairs and see if I can see it go on the right-hand side. I'll back up towards the level of the bath again.
Okay, so you're trying to watch the other set of stairs that go down to the
Yep.
room.
As well.
What's going on, Baldur? Sorry, acting?
I'm just backing up in case he goes round the way we came before.
Why would you think that?
Well, he's gone up the stairs, so if he gets reinforcements, we'll see him come back down.
Oh, he's actually gone round the back now, is he?
He's gone up at the top
Boy.
door, opposite.
Right. Why don't we take the two that are dead in the room we're in at the moment and
Standing in
put
front
them
of the door.
the other stairway? Yeah, put them in the stairway that's leading into
Yeah,
that
let's go for it.
bigger triangular room. Then all
Yep.
we're doing is we're slowing them down from getting to us. If he wakes the others up, then we have at least 2 bowmen here that can take as many out as they can with bows.
I have a couple more daggers.
What sort of foot standing can I get on there, Louis?
A wet one.
That end, not much of one. So the two narrow ends. Oh, sorry, the narrow end, that end, has got a set of stairs coming up, and is lower than the two either side.
So on the actual bath itself.
Yeah, you could stand on the raised ends that are running kind of east-west. The bit that's running north-south, that end, is lower. Almost as if something was designed for something to walk out of it.
So for a better... Oh, okay.
I'm going to ask Galadai if we can drag one of the bodies over and drop it down the stairs.
But I think there were stairs
gonna-
both ends, weren't there? There were stairs both ends of that.
I'm going to hop on the southern wall.
Okay. It's not
And-
particularly thick. It's only about that thick. So you can do it, but
Sorry. How thick?
It's only about that thick. So you can do it, yeah. About that thick. Not, not this thick.
That's far away.
You're a fisherman again. No one's really looked in there yet. So
I
I'm
did
gonna-
when we first got there. The first thing I did was looked in there before
Looked in
somebody
where?
woke everybody up.
It's a pool. It's about 3 feet deep in clear water, with stairs at each end that lead down.
So you can go
and
down,
back
straight,
up.
and back up again.
Cool.
And it's crystal clear.
Okay. I'm going to say with Action, run up, grab one of the bodies and start dragging it, saying, "Come on, let's get this thing on the top of the
Otherwise,
stairs."
giving me a hand with the other one, so we're going to take seconds to pull it across there.
These things are huge.
I know, but there's 2 of us pulling one body.
Yeah, they are big and they're heavily armoured. So yeah,
Oh.
you can get them over there, but it will take you a minute or so to get them over, and then kind of trying to push them down the stairs is going to be a bit of a thing. They're
2 of
kind of,
us are concentrating on one at the moment, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Or 3 of us are concentrating on one if it comes
Yeah, I was
to
to
it.
say, we just all try and pull them
Yeah.
across.
Or we'll pull right across.
Brute force and ignorance.
Yeah.
okay.
My
Maybe,
lamp is still by the stairs, or by the bath on the floor.
okay. Make me a group observation roll, difficulty 3.
Shall I go for the lead with the extra
Should
reroll?
make
I've got
I've
extra
got +1, haven't
reroll
I?
too.
I've got 3, 12 and the reroll.
I'm not sure what mine is. Let me have a look.
When you've done it before, I think Action's been fractionally
Yeah.
better.
Yeah, 212 with a reroll. So
Well, that's 2.
That's another 1.
Okay,
So there's your
might as
3
well
anyway.
each add another dice to it, and tell me what you get.
Well, all of us, including me.
I got a success,
I've got
and
a success.
Cager got a success as well.
Okay, and it looks like Baldur got a success. So you guys
Yeah, I did.
are way up. Okay, right.
We were observant.
So yeah, over
This is good.
the sounds, you can. That's a pretty good thing. You can hear the sounds of movement of more than just one of those things coming from the north. You get the bodies to the top of the stairs, you push them into place, and you start to hear you start to hear some sounds coming from the chamber to the to the east as well.
Oh no.
I was just about to say dart to that door and
Yeah.
have a look, but I
just-
think we're beyond that point now.
I think we are.
You've probably got. I mean, depends on how. Because I was getting the feeling you guys would definitely just stay in there. So if you guys want to make a move, you've got enough time. I'll retcon that enough to let you make a move before you start to hear those things approaching.
I'd like to just get to that door first and just get an idea of what's beyond it before we make a decision on whether we stand first or.
I'm just wondering if we're going to fight more tentacles on the way there.
But every time we fought the tentacles so far, they've sort of stopped about here on the limits of the stairs. So if we literally stick to the wall down,
Well, we did that
I'm going to give it a go, Louis. I'm going to.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to dart into the room.
What I want to know is
Edge.
who's going to go there and who isn't.
Aladai will as well, I think.
Okay, I'm coming to the top of the stairs that are leading down into the bigger one with the tentacles in. I'm going to ready my Bossian bow.
Okay.
If I see anything moving from the north of that down, I can take a shot.
I'll stay with Baldor.
Okay.
And Cage is at the top.
I think Cage is guarding this north entrance.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Okay, so Aladai and Genghis get down the stairs, quick peer into the room. Who's holding the lamp?
I think Genghis would be. Aladai would be because I've still got my bow.
Yeah.
Okay.
He can throw a dagger with one hand.
Dagger or sword?
He's probably got the saber, actually, I'd say. In
Okay.
case he runs into other spears.
Okay. So you guys get there. Cage is at the bottom of the stairs. Baldor and Actian at the top of the at the top of the stairs down into the temple area. Okay. So you guys look in. You can't see anything, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything. Okay.
No.
You sprint across down that
Yep.
down that corridor, down to the doorway.
Yep.
Give me a sec. So I've got a description of the doorway, but I want to find it and make sure I get it right. That one, right.
Ending with the sentence, the door is locked.
You've played this game before. There we go. Hunger of Ancient Gods. There we go. That's what I'm looking for.
Or like Chris's Prince's game, where Pete checked and for traps on every single door, and then he decides there hasn't been anything so far, and walks through a trap.
That's good, that was.
Okay, you guys. I'm going to say you get to the door. Okay, so yeah, you get to the door. It is a large marble. It's a large white marble stone door. The door jamb around it is also made of white marble. It's, I think, not particularly. Yeah, it's fairly plain. It's fairly unadorned with carving, which is unusual. You can. It's not like you can smell that. To say you can smell it is not doing it justice. You can't avoid it. It permeates the inside of your lungs, however small the breaths you try and take. The doorway pushes out, but it looks pretty big and pretty heavy.
You want to try and open it?
Yeah, literally straight in, shoulder into it.
Okay, It's going to need a daunting athletics check. So it's a D3 athletics check to get it open.
Is that
And
combined because we're working together?
what you do is somebody makes the athletics check and somebody can throw an extra dice into it.
What's
Somebody
your
can use momentum as well.
athletics?
My athletics is a 1-9.
My athletics is a 1-9.
You should take
So
two
what I'm
shots.
going to do is I'm going to spend a point of fortune.
Okay.
I'd like to make this roll, so I'm going to do that and give us already two
So you've
successes.
already got 2 successes.
Then it makes no difference between us. So as I've already got 2, do you want to do the 2 and I'll roll 1?
Sure.
There's the 3rd success. Woohoo!
That's a 2 and a 19. So that is 1 success as well.
Probably should have done that the other way round, but that's fine. So you got 4 successes.
Yeah.
Okay, in which case I'm not going to ask for the point of momentum back from Baldur because that's now in the pool. Okay. Cager can see up the stairs, sees a couple of extra figures coming back down that passageway to the north. They lumber rather than sprint. They're faster than you'd expect given their size and what they're made
But they're not
of.
faster than we think we are.
They're not faster than you think you are, no. But they get in and get out of sight as quickly as possible. They've obviously learned their lesson from what's going on. Okay.
Revolving.
Is there a loud shout from someone saying the door's open?
Not yet. Not until we know what's behind it.
Beyond the door, there is another.
Door.
There is another room. It looks long, and it looks like there's a portcullis maybe, and a couple of other doors. I will show you quickly what you can see with a quick glance, because I think you're only getting a quick glance at the moment. So I'll show you that much of it at the moment.
Can I just quickly pop my head round the back of this door we're opening now and see if there's a means of locking it? So like a metal slots to put a bar or something.
There is a long door. Behind the door is a long square stone room with unlit braziers on either side of the door. There are 2 doors either side, which are...
2 doors, 1 each side, you mean?
Sorry, yeah, two doors, 1 each side. Both of which are bolted, and a portcullis. Looking around the back of the door, no, there isn't any way of stopping stopping this door opening.
But that room's wide enough for 2 people side by side.
You said it's bolted. Is that from our side?
No, the other 2 doors that lead off this have got bolts on them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Our side, though.
You're bolting things shut, not...
Yes, on your side... Hang on a sec.
I can see bolts.
Shift this down slightly.
They're like prison cells,
That door
so bolted from the outside. Yeah.
and that door are both bolted from the room you're looking into. So yeah, you can see the bolts there on your side of the door. But on the door you've just opened, there's no locking mechanism. It's just a big, heavy door.
I'm gonna look to Allardyce, and I say to him, "We either make a run or we stand and fight. I'm not liking the odds of standing and fighting if the rest of these wake up."
Yeah, me neither.
Okay. Both of you make me an observation roll.
Ookie cookie. 2d20, but I get to re-roll one of them, Mr. Louis.
Okay.
Wonder which one.
1.
I think mine's 2. 2
12.
successes.
Okay. Genghis, you think you see movement in the centre of the room?
What, the darkness?
Yeah.
Should I stay? Or
I'm going to alert Aladai. I'm going to say, it's them tentacles again. We need to get in and close the door. Quick! And I'm going to jump in. Come on!
Right. Yeah. What about the others?
They've got Kaiju and we don't. Quick!
Yeah.
I'm going to start to push the door closed.
Yeah. Aladai
Okay,
would,
are you shouting anything out to anybody or not?
Aladai would shout something, probably being coherent, but along the lines of, "Get here quick now." And he would start to shut his door, but slower, so that hopefully they can squeeze through.
Fighting Genghis on the door, going, not that fast, not that fast.
I mean, if I'm behind the door, and yeah, I'd slow it down a little bit, but I'm definitely putting something between me and them tentacle things because I really don't like them.
Okay. Okay, so
Hopefully they'll go for the...
Actian and Baldur are going to hear this
Mutter.
shout.
I don't know what it just... Door!
On me, quick!
And muffled sounds, the door slams, yeah.
So, what are you doing?
I can't see any movement up the stairs because I missed that bit. I can't see anything going up down the bottom.
Cager will have called out that there's movement there.
Right. So Kate just called out there's movement. The others aren't coming back and they're shouting.
Cager tells you there's more up there now, but they're being more tactical.
And we don't think we can cope with more of them and more tactical.
No.
Taking a wild guess on the shout, they're not coming back. So we're supposed to follow them.
The shout very much sounds like "follow quickly."
Yeah. So we'll shout at Cager and say, we're heading off with the others.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to put my bow down. Louis, how big are the spears they're carrying? Are they big? They're spear-sized for them?
They are really big. They're two... That would be a proper big... I'm trying to work out whether or not...
It's only a reach 3, though. No, it's only a reach 3.
It's only reach 3, but it's reach 3 for them, and they are bigger. I mean, they're like, you know, what did I say, 7 foot, 8 foot tall. They are big guys. The spear is unbalanced for them. I would say that would be two-handed for you. You could use it, but it would definitely be two-handed. It would not be unbalanced.
Okay. No, I'm going to leave it. Okay, so if Actian and Kaja run for the door, I will run after them.
Okay.
Sounds fair to me.
Actian, are you running for the door?
Oh, yeah, I'm running for the door.
I'm also readying my sword.
I've got my sword and shield out, launching myself over the two bodies in the stairs. There.
Okay. Right. No, that's fine. You guys get down. Actually, you know what? Can everybody make me an athletics or acrobatics check? You can't fail this as such. This is just so that I've got an idea of who goes first. Just make me a straight 2d20 acrobatics check. It's not worth you spending anything on it. Tell me how many successes you get. So Baldur gets 2.
I get 1 success.
That's for Kaja.
Gets 2. Okay. So Actian is definitely ending up bringing up the rear.
Baldur, I think might be in trouble. So 18 and a 1, and my athletics is 210.
Yeah, 210 means you got 2 successes.
Oh, 2, yes, 2, yeah.
Oh, right,
the one counts as 2 successes. So yeah, I would say actually Baldur decides to bring up the rear, but ends up overtaking Actian.
You know what's scary? I've actually got 212 in this. I've got the best athletics.
Okay, So, as you guys are terracing across there, you can see the door closing slightly. And you can hear the sounds of some kind of pursuit coming from the entrance to the north out of this godforsaken temple.
I am taking glances at the black patch because of what happened
Yes.
before.
Yeah, I know
I'm not worried about
you
other
are.
noises.
Okay, right. Oh, you are lucky. Right, okay, Actian, you spot one of these tentacles coming out and it tries to attack you. Do you want to try and parry?
Yeah.
You don't pay for your first parry, do you?
No, I don't parry. There are 3 of them.
Okay, right.
I've got
In
a shield
which
as well.
case, you only need to make 1 success, but I would suggest you manage it, otherwise things are going to get complicated.
Could we chuck in one of the
Yeah.
faults when they're...
If you throw in a
Momentum.
fortune, you'll definitely. I mean, it's 1 success. What could
We've
go
got
wrong?
momentum.
But there's momentum in the pool as well.
That's what I said, chuck a momentum in. I'll go
Okay.
for that.
Do you need it on... What's your parry skill?
314.
You
I've
only
got to
need
get-
1.
I will point out this is
I need
definitely
it.
a roll you want to make.
If I'm grappled by this tentacle, I won't be going anywhere. And everybody else will have run off.
Right, 3, do it.
So pray. Oh dear, fail.
Do you re-roll on a parry?
Oh crap.
No.
Okay, right.
And you didn't even get your parry.
You didn't even get the parry.
I am going to treat.
Shit.
I am going to treat the 20. Oh, it could have been worse. It could have been worse.
Could it?
Because
Oh,
if it had been untrained, that 19 would have been another 20. Right, I'm going to treat the parry as... I'm going to treat the 20 as an extra grapple. You jammy sod. Okay. You take 2 points damage.
yeah.
Where?
2 vigor.
Oh, good call. Good call. Torso.
Oh, I've got 2 armour there.
Okay. So,
Cool.
this thing comes round and just whips round you.
I think it come with left leg, wouldn't it?
Yeah, left leg would have been good just now. Yeah. So, it doesn't do you any damage. However, it grapples you. It grapples you, and it also manages to... Now, how does knockdown work? Do you get a... Knocks down
Boy.
1 or more effective rolled. Target may ignore the doom for each effect roll. If you pay 2 doom, it will not knock you down. You are just grappled. But otherwise, you are definitely grappled. So it depends on whether or not you want to keep your footing.
Cost me 2 dooms to stay on my feet.
Yeah, it's
Yep.
1 doom per.
That's a tough one, isn't
Is it not free? Because you counted the 20 as a grapple as well, didn't you?
I'll count the 20 as a grapple. I'll not count it as a knockdown.
Alright, cool. Good man.
So I've got 2 grapples.
You've got... No, you're grappled for 3.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
one thing grappling you, but it's going to be a difficulty 3 to escape from it. If you spend 2 doom, it doesn't knock you down. If you don't spend doom, it knocks you down as well.
I'm going to have to spend 2 doom
I'll
then.
spend the doom.
Okay.
Got to spend the doom.
Okay. Right. So this thing comes out of the darkness and grabs Actian.
Keiji would see that and immediately just turn and swing at it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So Cager turns.
Baldur will do the same.
Okay. So Cager turns and swings at it. We're in combat. You can hear the sounds of footsteps on those stairs coming from the north.
Yeah, we need to do this quick. I'll take the momentum, please, for +2
Go for
d20s.
it.
You could discard of that, please, Simon. Ouch. I think that's one success. Melee 313. Yeah, one success for that. Should not re-roll any of them.
Okay.
But it's a success.
It can't parry because
it's grappled.
it is grappling. So it does. She does the damage.
Good. Which is 6 combat die. Ow.
You
we
re-roll
re-roll
She re-rolled 2 of them.
I think pretty sure she gets 2.
5 in effect. Yes.
6.
6 in an effect. So,
if
all
it's
right. So
soak-
that
So it
counts as
is
6.
6. Yeah.
Okay. So this
Is
is
that
a
with the
soak
X?
of 2.
Yep.
Yeah. So this is with a soak of 2, which means it does 4 points of damage.
Shh, and we ain't got a
Yeah,
momentum.
for a
to
wound,
it,
yeah. You can chuck a doom in.
No.
Can we put
not
a doom
for-
into Ada?
No?
No, not for damage.
Damn.
You buy dice with them, but
Okay,
Okay.
that's first attack. She go for a
Baldur.
second one or can't?
She
she's
can't
got the
because you
momentum.
don't have the momentum to do it.
Okay, yep.
That was
Baldur.
a really crappy dice roll. Baldur,
It's been a couple of them.
Couple
Okay,
of
I
them in a
only
row.
get to roll 2d20, don't I?
you
Yeah.
only get the 2. What are you using?
Sword.
Okay.
Unless you spend a fortune.
Don't put your toys away.
No, I'm just rolling.
Oh, okay, 3.
That's what we
So,
needed.
You get 2 momentum
Fortune?
for that.
Fortune? Stupid.
You get 2 momentum for that. I'll drop them out if you don't end up using them. So let's have a look at
Is
your
that-
character sheet.
3 or 4?
That's hello. That's a point melee. No,
Yeah,
Baldur's melee's 213.
213.
So that's 3. So you've got 2 momentum straight out for it.
Right.
Make me an attack roll with your sword. Roll me your damage with your sword, which is 5.
Okay.
Nice.
That's how you do it, Cager.
6
Okay.
damage.
So that's 6. Yeah.
Use 1 to ignore soak.
And that's already taken 4.
So that's 6.
So that's
2
8.
go to soak. If you spend 1 of those momentum on damage, if you spend 1 of those momentum on piercing, you do 6 points of damage to it.
I'll spend the point because we're going to lose it after this anyway, aren't we?
Yeah. Well, I've got to turn.
Yeah, let's spend it.
I can spend. Use
yeah.
it.
Okay. Well, if you use it, that
You gain 2 anyway. You spend 1 to do the extra piercing, and that leaves 1
that
for
leaves
Charlie.
1 left in the pot. Okay, so that's going to drop it by 6 points.
That's 10
Okay,
it's taken.
and it takes a wound. It doesn't say this. I'm figuring though, if this thing's grappled, then it should reduce the difficulty of getting out of the grapple by 1 if it's wounded. That makes sense to me.
Right.
Does it not take 2 wounds, Louis?
Not from a
Piercing.
sword.
Not from a sword.
Not from a sword. It's
From
not
an
got
axe, but not
intense.
from a sword.
Oh, no, because of the soak drops. No, because you pierced it, which took it up to 6.
Yeah.
Which is 5 points single attack, which is a wound. It took
Yeah.
4 damage last time, so that takes
Yeah.
it up to 10 resolve damage. Oh, it's I
It's
remember.
5
It's got
in a
to
single,
be
or
0
when it's got
resolve.
0 resolve. If
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
once it's got 0 resolve, you take a wound for every attack. For
Yeah, I
every every successful attack.
Yeah, I keep going back to when we used to do it when it was
Yeah.
multiples of 5, but that's I need
Yeah.
to clear that out of my head.
That's new. Especially
Right.
with the number of dice those things were rolling with spears, you don't want that.
So
Okay,
I'm still grappled, am I?
you are still grappled. You have a turn. You can try and
Roll to escape.
Roll to escape it.
That's all
We
they can
have 4
do.
momentum.
What am I rolling for? Athletics?
You are
Which is
rolling
brawn?
athletics or acrobatics, I think, are the
Definitely
two
athletics.
options.
Definitely
Okay.
athletics.
D2.
You
Am I gonna
can,
use the-
you
There's
could
one
throw in
momentum.
a fortune if you wanted to.
We've still
There's
got one
one-
momentum
there's
left.
There's one
momentum
momentum
as well.
as well.
hmm
How much
But
do
you
I need to
need
get?
2 successes.
You need 2 successes.
I'm chucking a fortune in.
Okay, you can roll anyway. You don't have to roll anyway. You can just throw in the fortune if you want.
I'm
Okay.
rolling.
Yeah, we
Okay.
could do with the momentum, to be honest, Charlie.
Yeah. What he couldn't do
Yeah.
That's
is,
two. 2 successes.
if that had come up 2 20s, you'd have been really upset.
That's 2
Okay.
successes.
Right. 2 momentum.
4 successes.
Add 2 momentum, yeah.
No.
You
And
kept your
chuck out a
you-
fortune point.
you kept your foot in, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
he
You
stayed
placed the
up.
momentum to keep to do
Yeah,
to
we
do
did
carry
the
fortune.
doom, yeah.
In which case you can move.
Right,
Your
I'm going to chuck this
action is to
fortune in because I
escape.
spent it.
Yep.
Right, I've done a fortune.
Your action is to escape,
Yeah.
which means that you've still got your move action. You
So
can get
I'm
to
running to the door
you
as
can
fast
get
as I
to
can.
that doorway.
Yep.
And,
Okay. And make sure it doesn't shut.
well, the others can get in as well.
Yeah, okay.
That's fine. So you probably now want it to shut.
Yep. Well, we're all
As soon
leaning on
as
it
they're
now
in.
inside.
With all of you in there, pushing it closed is going to be easier.
Yeah.
And there is a loud and satisfying clung as it closes.
As soon as it does that, I'm going to light the escutcheons on the wall, if I can, with my lamp.
Yeah.
Mm.
I'm
Sorry,
not
you're gonna-
messing about. I'm walking straight to this first portcullis and trying to look beyond it.
You said there are lamps on
Yeah,
the
there's
wall.
one
Yeah,
little-
Oh, the
Braziers.
2
Yeah, you
braziers.
did.
yeah,
There are 2
braziers is what I'm
braziers. Yes, you can
talking
get the
about.
braziers lit.
Yeah, I'm lighting them.
Okay, they're right by the door that you've just come through.
Yeah, that's all right.
Okay. So I will show you. Okay, you can't quite see what happens down there. There are 2 portcullises, one behind the
Okay.
other.
I'm going to look up and see if there's any holes in the ceiling where water is likely to come in.
Bear with me. I do like. It's probably worthwhile. You know the way my mind works. Right.
I'm telling everybody to be quiet and I'm listening at the door to see what's coming. See what they're coming towards us.
The door is that thick, solid marble.
Yeah, but you still get the vibration coming through from the other room.
Okay.
All them boots.
If we're lucky, they'll be fighting the tentacle
Yep.
thing.
Okay. I'll get there in a sec. So,
If we're not lucky, it's a big door.
looking around this room. Okay. It is a long corridor. It looks like it opens up after the second portcullis. On the far side of the portcullis, which is difficult to see, like with your lamp and 2 portcullises, it's a bit of a way. But there is a door at the far end. The door at the far end has got large bars on it, top and bottom. On the inside of it.
So what's scary is most of these doors appear to be about keeping something out. Sorry, keeping something in.
On either side of the bit of the room that you're in at the moment, there is a door, and both of those have got kind of heavy, solid stone bolts that have been slid across to stop them from being.
Does it look like if we could lift, 2 of us could lift one of those bolts? If we could take it, if you took it out,
The bolts are
set in
they're
sliders.
Set,
Yeah.
they're set in sliders. Yeah, the ones at the
So we
far
can't lift
end
them anyway.
aren't.
Yeah.
But yeah, the ones here are bolts.
Fair enough. I was going to lay one across the door, make it hard as well.
Are there any holes in the ceiling?
No, there aren't.
That's nice.
Okay.
Um,
Are there viewing holes or little viewing portal in these doors?
No, they are just solid, heavy stone doors.
No carvings, no other stuff.
No, this area is pretty much devoid of any carvings.
No water line around the wall or anything.
Nope,
No, okay.
no. And the floor is level. It doesn't dip down for each portcullis.
There's no-
If we
there's
follow
no
a
black
previous
guns?
headcanon, then the bit where they had the water portcullises was
Yeah.
not built at the same time as this bit, and so
That's fine. I was just checking.
Yep. Let's pick a
So-
door, left or right. Let's not mess about.
The water portcullises were built at the same time as this.
Oh.
These do feel this area and the area above feel like they were built about the same
Left,
time. It was the area above that wasn't.
Right-handed.
right,
one?
okay.
Yeah. We're going to slide that one, Louis, and open the door.
Okay. I could keep going for another, say, 10 minutes or so.
Must
But
we
if
just stop
people
now?
want to stop now, we can stop now.
Is it
I
sensible?
don't mind
sensible?
keeping going if other people want to.
I can.
I'm happy to go on for a bit longer.
I'll give you about 10 minutes, and then we'll see where we go.
Yeah.
Uh,
It's just after 1:45 now, so we say 11 o'clock.
I'll roll you for it, Louis.
yeah, that sounds good. Right, let me go. If we're going to do this, what I want to do is go there. Scroll down that. There we go. That way I've got everything I need on one screen. Okay, so this is that one there. Okay, so you can slide the stone bolt back on this door. It's not particularly easy, but it does slide back.
Hang on it.
Actian was listening at the other door. It sounds quite quiet back there.
Yeah.
I
I can't hear any big thumping footsteps coming towards the door or anything like that.
No,
Or a
no.
tentacle
There's
stroke
kind of
monster
there's
battle.
kind of muffled. There is some muffled sound out there, but this door is, it's
Yeah.
that thick and solid marble. It's doing a really good
There's
job.
nobody
of sound
hammering on the
insulation.
outside of the door, definitely not, so we're okay.
No, not yet. Okay, so you pull that back and swing open the door. Yeah, so that swings into that room. Beyond it, there is a smallish room. Oh, hang on. That's what I'm trying to do. There is a smallish room behind it, which likewise has two doors at the far end. Again, it's unadorned stone, which is pretty unusual for what's down here. And both of those two doors are fitted with bronze bolts.
Mhm.
Bronze bolts.
Yeah.
Is
Not
there a bolt on the back of the door I've just opened?
Yes, there is.
Quick, guys, come in here now.
Okay, zip
Do
in.
so.
Hang on. Before we do this, do we want to make sure that we can get out of here, or we could be stuck in here for a
Do you
long
want
time?
trying to try it before, while there's still somebody on the outside?
Or does someone
Okay.
want to look at those two other doors before we decide we're going to lock this one?
Well, we're not going
Okay.
to run out of the tentacles.
I'll move further on, but if something starts coming through this door, then quickly dart in and bolt the door. Yeah.
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 Okay. I'm gonna listen in at this door first.
There's no sounds from beyond
Yeah,
either of
I
those
didn't expect
doors.
there to be. Again, I'm going to slide the slider as gently as I can.
Okay, let me get back so I can see. And which of the doors are you doing first? That one there. Okay. So, yeah, the bronze again. It's you got to put some elbow grease into it, but it opens. Would open even easier if you use normal grease rather than elbow grease. Okay, as you open that, the other side is a truly, truly strange looking room. Again, it's stone. It's dominated by two large stone tables in the centre of the room. Around the edge are stone worktops with shelves and what look like kind of sinks sunk into a couple of the worktops.
It's a kitchen.
There's a couple of containers sitting up there. It looks clean. It's bone dry in there as everywhere else apart from the temple has been. There are various bronze implements on the side. Make me a law roll. Difficulty 2.
A law. I'm not very good at law.
0.7.
It's one of the things I think I upped it a little bit. So I'm a 0.8 on law. Okay, so...
Does he need assistance?
Oh, hell yeah.
There's some bronze bits and pieces around the side.
There's some bronze shit in there, man.
Yeah. I mean, I'm going to guess that it's some form of kitchen. Looking at it, it looks blah. So I'm literally just going to pull the door to, slide the shutter back in place, disregard that room, and then check the next door.
Okay.
There's just some bronze stuff in there.
Just out of interest, whereabouts is everybody else just at the moment?
I'm standing by that door we'd have to be opened. Yeah,
okay.
In the outside corridor, ready to dash in.
Yeah. Okay. Where's everybody else?
I'm going to be back at the corridor with the portcullis in.
Yep.
Okay.
In between the two doors, probably close to the one opposite that we haven't opened yet.
Okay. Yeah, sounds
I'd
good.
probably be waiting out there as well.
Okay.
I think we'd have Cager up by the main door, carrying out Charlie's listening out duties.
I'm just leaning on it.
That's all good. Okay, yeah. So you shut the door to that room. Sorry, did you say you were going to do the other one?
Yeah, so I'm going to slide that shutter across, look across so I can see Actaeon and Aladai and Baldur there. And I'm just going to get their attention and go, it's an empty kitchen, and then open this door.
Okay. That door there leads into another even smaller room. It has two stone two large pieces of stone, each about 3.5 feet tall, like a cone that's been cut off at the top, and each one has several holes. They look like they run all the way through near the top. In the corner of the room, you can also see some bronze rods, which are lying there, each one about 4 foot long.
Okay, I think it's some sort of mechanism for the portcullises. Are the rods carryable? Are they easily handleable?
Yeah, I mean, they're quite heavy. They're kind of big metal rods. They're kind of that thick.
I'm gonna shout out.
They're about kind of yay thick. You know, they're kind of 4, maybe 5 inches diameter. and yeah, they're kind of 4.5 foot long.
Okay, I'm gonna try and pick one up and slot it into the hole and.
Yeah, if you pick it up and you slide it in, which of the two stones you slide it into? There's one closer to the door. There's one closer to the wall that leads back through to the portcullises.
So there's sort of one over here.
Yep.
And one over here, yeah?
Yep.
Okay, I would do the one by the door first. But
okay.
Because I'm by the door, I would call out to... In fact, who's nearest to this door? Actian or Aladai? I'd say, Actian! Look down the corridor and tell me what happens when I do this. And I just do it.
Okay, so you slide you slide the rod through the top, so it's sticking completely through the top of this kind of cut-off cone. And then what, you're going to try and push it round?
Yep, rotate it.
Give me off a tick. Yeah, you can't move it. You cannot get it to move. It's just like
not moving.
Pushing it, heaving on it, nothing.
Actian, give me a hand.
It's not moving. Oh, yeah, I've got to come in.
Okay.
I'll ask Beldor to keep an eye on the portcullis when I go in.
Actian walks into this room, and you know a capstan when you see one.
Yeah.
This is a stone capstan with a single bar pushed through it. Yeah, you can instantly see you need two of you, one on each side.
Yeah. And lean into it.
Yeah, let's have a quick look at Actian.
212.
I just googled what a capstan was.
10. Sorry.
A capstan. Yeah. It's a cigarette back in the 20s. A capstan, right?
Now I've seen a picture of it, I know what it is.
Yeah.
It's the big thing. It wind up to bring the anchor up.
Yes.
I think it's gonna take
3 of us.
I think probably if you got
Cager
Actian and Cager on it, you probably wouldn't have too much trouble.
Go for it.
Have a quick look at. Yeah, Actian and Cager would be able to open this with quite a lot of sweat, but you know. So yeah, you get it. You get the two of them in there, lean on it. It slowly starts to move, and the portcullis to the north starts to lift. And that, I think, probably is a good time to stop for the evening.
I agree.
So, yeah, if anybody's sat with us through that, I hope you enjoyed it. We'll be back probably, I think it's a fortnight. I don't think there's anything happening in a fortnight where we're not. So, yeah.
That's the bank holiday.
Oh, we might be back. We might not. We'll have to talk about it. But if not, it'll be a month. Yeah. Okay. I'll go off air. Bye.